dream of goodbye. No more tears, wells run dry. And I dream of goodbye. Sinking sea, falling sky. And I dream of goodbye. No more tears, wells run dry. And I dream of goodbye. Sinking sea, falling sky. And I dream of goodbye. No more tears, wells run dry.
Distant on a wasted grace, twisted upon a face replaced. Phantom felt a mask of dread. Damn the guilt, my past is dead. And I wait for the night. Shadows protect my angel in white. Time to eject these vain parasites. Cast out, reject the plague in all your hearts. 'Cause the sad faces of the weary and worn live in bad places that are dreary and torn. And the distant dawn calls me to.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Raging Roosters FYP versus Bob Minions, game number 1. My name is Rocket, and I am joined tonight by Caden. Hello.
Hello. If you have not seen me around before, I am a caster, and I'm actually more notably an observer for yes. If you might have seen me around with some League of Legends, but now I am the captain of BFT Academy, and here we go.
All right, going into the draft
for
real
game
quick.
draft on Infernal Shrines. I will say, with my previous experiences competing against Bob's Minions, I'm not sure if y'all were following the CCS a couple weeks ago, but they were doing a beginners tournament. My team actually ended up playing them twice versus before, and then week 3 they played 30 seconds to Mosh. I did not see that result, but I do know that Bob's Minions are pretty good, and right off the bat we get a Rainer ban.
Yeah, Rainer, one of the better of the auto attack clearers, a little bit better than Volo when it comes to just raw output and being able to get rid of all of these ones. Because although it actually depends, if Volo goes W build, she can outdo it because she can hit the entire area. But Rainer's still just very, very. It's funny, everyone always refers to Varian as a big minion, but Rainer's kind of a big minion too. But he's a very, very aggressive and mean minion. When we say Varian's a big minion, we mean he's not a real hero yet. Rainer is just like. Ranged minion with like on steroids and teeth.
Well, here's the deal about Rainer. He does have a good camp clear with his level 1 talent Exterminator. However, it's also good against waves. Catching up with the bans, Brightwing is banned yet. That's pretty common in the meta, I believe. Because with Brightwing, you do have her global Z. Anduin gets banned as a result. Then followed up by Joanna. Again, the last two that Bob's Minions bans, they're pretty common in the meta.
Oh, 100%. And
Blind Stukov. I'm not actually sure I do agree with this pick, but Stukov is pretty strong with his healing ability. If I'm not mistaken, there was a previous ult where both the heals and the damage can bounce off the walls. I'm not sure if that's still in the game, but I do respect it.
if you also have Psychobans, can be here with Rhaegar. A lot of Rhaegar lately. I actually had Rhaegar on my first 2 things of the game, or first 2 matches of the night. Now we're just seeing Rhaegar continue to be picked here, and then we do have Mei. It's funny, Mei is really, really popular in the lower leagues. A lot of the upper leagues say she's even a real tank. In lower leagues, she's amazing.
Well, I will also admit on my team, one of our players is a Rhaegar OTP, so I'm pretty surprised they might that Boston might have learned something from my team. Is I see Tychus from New York being locked in. Tychus does have a good wave clear, and if he does do damage, he generally has to stand in one spot, and he's pretty vulnerable. So, and ganks.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like Tygus is one of those feast or famine heroes that if he actually is allowed to stand still, he will eat your lunch for breakfast. Not sure. But yeah, and then Leoric. Leoric is just, I mean, the first round's all about clearing. Leoric is one of the best clearers like in the game.
I can respect this Murden ban here. It could be. I did not take a look at the rosters. I'm pretty sure this one might be a target ban. Hog Hogger. Okay. Hogger's a good. I feel like Hogger's a good ban here.
Yeah, Hogger just go ahead and I mean, like Hogger's one of the. I always want to say if you got a copy of Hogger on the enemy team, you almost have to either take it or ban it on Infernal Shrines because Hogger is the only hero you can take shrines while also going to the kitchen making a sandwich.
Ooh, Jaina.
Yeah, Janet also very, very good on the clear. And Gazlo, I like Gazlo. Gazlo is basically very similar to Diva, except that not only can he like clear out an entire area and make you not want to stand there, but if you do actually stay there, Diva you can kind of just some heroes can just sort of tank the nuke blast. But with Gazlo, if you get caught in that gravel bomb, you're just basically dead. I don't care who you are. A good Gazlo with follow up will just keep you stranded for days.
So look, going back to Bob's minions, I think they're probably looking for their second DPS. But with this comp, I'm thinking they'll probably want to dive. If see what they lock in here. 3 seconds to lock.
Oh, I
Kira.
like that.
Oh, that's an interesting pick.
Kira's basically Zeratul that does not stealth. She just like outputs trucks worth of damage, and with a Nubrak, if a Nubrak goes in for the stun and they do not immediately get people, because Kira will just do so much damage, and a Nubrak's shield will only do so much because a lot of her damage is backloaded, where it will just like eat away at a Nubrak even after Kira's disengaged. But we'll go into the game real quick. I will get the sound fixed because I know you can't hear anything, and that annoys me. But until then, go ahead and get your predictions in. I'll get the bets up and be awesome.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light bomb.
Here. 4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no! Oh, here's
I'm not surprised that Bob's minions did pick this map. And during the TCS Development League, Infernal Shrines was one of those maps that was in the pool. It was. Oh.
All right, here we are into the actual game real quick. Let me go ahead. If you want to go and introduce the blue team while I go ahead and get sound back, I think I know how to fix it. See if you can introduce the blue team real quick. Cogsart, did I lose you?
I'm still here. Sorry. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Infernal Shrines. All right, we see both teams grouping up around mid. It's 5-on-4 here. Gadlow did split off in the top. Pretty sure it's probably going to be offlane on the way ping. I mean, Gadlow might have saw this. But early level 1, you don't want to get to a fight. Oh, there's a silence. First blood to Raising Rooster.
Yeah, I just went up to look at Gazelle right when that happened. That was a mistake. That was a problem. Whoops, whoops, whoops. But we do go and have Kira going down very, very quickly. There is a pause from Psychopants. Apparently, they might have a little bit of lag going on. Looks like a little bit of a tank keyboard problem happening.
So I'm not sure if anybody in the chat here has been was following the CCS Development League, Next Domain Development League. Not, but in that specific league, my team BFT Academy did play against Bob's Minions. Infernal Shrines was one of the maps in that pool. There were 3 maps: Infernal Shrines, Dragonshire, and Towers of Doom. I'm not I'm not surprised that Bob's Minions went took this map, but they should feel pretty comfortable on that. Although with that first blood, that no, it's not good. Looks like we're gonna have a rotation from Raging Rooster heading down the bot lane.
Yep, we will go and have Raging Rooster moving down below. We do have Gossamer, Psychopants, and Moxash coming down to oppose that real quick. Sugarman is up top trying to deal with Gazlowe.
Looks like they're just staying still. Raging Rooster goes back to mid to catch farm. But it looks like Bob's minions are interested in the siege camp here. Looks like Raging Rooster figuring it out. Here comes the engage, stun on the toast.
Oh, and once again,
There'll be
Kira just
another
ends up a
stun
little
on
bit
the
behind.
Zorsis, and they are backing away from this. Great steal coming out from Raging Rooster.
Yeah, I do feel like what we've got right now is that May is very, very durable, but they keep ending up in a situation where the Kira goes in, and the big problem with the Kira goes in, you can just drop that silence puddle underneath her in order to, as soon as she actually engages, she can't use her abilities, and Kira without her abilities is not a very scary character. You can make the argument that no character is that scary without their abilities, but you know what?
So the Raging Rooster does go ahead and secure the bottom siege camp. Looks like they're also aware that this other siege camp's up. They're going to take that. Meantime, Bob's minions just don't want to go for the steal. They're forced to clear out the mid. They're forced to clear out the siege camp. Smart rotations. Siege camp gets picked up. We'll be pushing mid, so Bob's minions, they're aware of this. They're rotating. But
So,
it seems like Raging Rooster is just out rotating them right now.
well, I mean, that's not super surprising whenever you've got to, they have to stay behind and actually clear out these minion camps, or mercenary camps, so not surprising taking them a little bit longer to clear out the wave. And of course, you don't get experience for re-clearing a camp. Oh, good lord, we got another pause? At least I'm not the only one with, technical issues.
I will say I did have some earlier issues myself before broadcast went live, so
And of course, they haven't made me a referee, so I can't tell them about. So, Harkin, since you were not here earlier, my name's Rocket, and I'm joined by Caden. Caden is more often an observer, but has joined me in order to actually say words this time. Oh my goodness. Make me a ref so I can tell you what to do? Oh, that's annoying. Because I was like, I know exactly what to do with. And that is, you've got the pauses. They have, I think, 15 minutes of pause time that they could potentially use. Neither team has actually told me that they are starting the timer yet. I'm really tempted to go and restart Heroes of the Storm myself, but A, since I'm a observer, I don't know if they would let me rejoin the game. And B, I don't want to. You guys just have to deal with the lack of background noise. I do feel so bad. It's like I'm having issue with the keyboard, and literally everyone in the game is like, I'm gonna play PC Doctor real quick. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Crizzo, I swear to God, you'd better be trolling me right now. Crizzo DM'd me on Discord to let me know that the Bob's Mini and Tank keyboard is messing up. I'm like, yeah, I know. Oh my god, this is adorable. I shouldn't say this because it could be interpreted as making fun of other players, and I don't mean to, but it's so adorable I can't not. So whenever you make a game in Here's the Storm, one of the first things you have to do is let your opposing team know where the game is. So you just type in /lobby link into the chat, and it posts a link to your lobby. This is the first time one of these teams has ever done that, and so I just went back and in the Division E chat on the NGS Discord, there's a /lobby link, and I'm like, oh, that is so cute. I love that. Hello, hello, gimme more. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
It's like if it's not giving the option, then this gets into some very. I have to actually reference what the rules say now. But hey, I might have the chance to restart the HOTS client, which is good. Oh god, don't go into try mode. You lose your invite, I think.
I believe we might have to remake the game.
That's what I'm checking to see what to do. Having to look, I have not looked at this rule in forever. I apologize for being quiet real quick. I'm just like, oh, what does this rule actually say? Yuck. Yeah, they're checking with the div mod right now, which is good because I'd have to look what to do. I swear there was something in here about it. I just can't find it. Most of it is about things that are very because I may be thinking of the Heroes Lounge rules. That because they're used to. Okay, so give me more. What happened is that there was a problem with the keyboard from one of the players. So the player left in order to refresh the keyboard, went back in, didn't rejoin the game, and went into try mode, verified the keyboard was working. But when you don't rejoin the game, it doesn't re-ask. So now that player can't come back in to the game. And I'm like, I don't know if it's early enough that you remake or you have to play with a bot. I'm not sure. I think actually, if they aren't able to get the player back, they either have to play with a bot or they have to forfeit the map. I'm looking at.
Chances are.
Oh dear, the div bot is messaging me on Discord.
I believe I'm still here.
I can still hear
think-
you.
Yes. So I think what would be it's I think what's gonna happen here is we're gonna have to we might have to restart the lobby. I believe we are, let's see, pause was 11, so we should be some minutes into pause time.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at eternally. But here's the other thing. The pause timer has to be started by a captain, I believe.
Ooh, gotcha. So it looks like one Eternally Blue did post into the chat here.
Yep.
So rule 5.0.3.1. If disconnect player is unable to reconnect, the game may be finished with an AI. Alternatively, the team with the disconnected player may elect to FF the map.
However, that said, and granted, I am not the div mod for this division. I don't have any say specifically, but I would definitely say in a situation like this, if both captains just want to restart the map, because we're only 2.5 minutes in, I would 1,000% be like, well, I'm not going to force a forfeit or a bot if both captains are like, I want to play the game normally. Like, this is a chair league.
It looks like we are good to restart, and players are leaving the lobby, so it's dark. We might have to remake the game.
And I'm 1,000% okay with that. Because like at the end of the day, if everyone wants to play the game and that's what we're here for, there's no reason to let rules stand in the way of that. So I'm restarting the game right quick. I'll be right back.
So it means I should leave this lobby, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This sounds like they're remaking the game. Bum, bum, bada, 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 bum. And yeah, the thing that was
Looks like the lobby link is gone out. Let me see if I can invite you to the game. It says you're in app.
Yeah, I'm restarting the game. That way I actually have sound, because sound is important. Oh, I think I see it starting to get sound.
Ooh.
1 moment. That sounds like sound to me. And there you are, so join. Alright, so guys, we will be back in just a second. Whenever we get into the lobby and back into the game, don't go anywhere.
Wrapped up in your velvet sheets, far above the hellish streets. You're strapped inside your wealthy keeps. Piss on corners where we sleep, and this town's paranoid, blinking and jumping down in the void, sinking and dumping ground to avoid the stink of the pumping plague in all your hearts. And the sad, sad faces of the weary and worn, live in bad, bad places that are dreary and torn. And the distant dawn calls me to your side. winter comes, when life is frozen, when the moors they hide away under the snow, fingers of doom will clutch the chosen. All beasts will shiver from the lion to the crow. When winter comes, when times are starkest, when the wailing of the wolves fades with the sun, the wilds are numb, the days are darkest, the fates of many cease to rest on only one. Walls will not hold the winter, over and underground. Walls will not hold the winter. All in the way will fall. When winter comes, when thrones are idle, when the brave they cower under eyes of blue, the rising roar, the endless cycle, turns the darkest myths of yesterday to truth. Walls will not hold the winter, over and underground.
All right, Rocket. Here we go.
All right, here we go back into the game. This is a full restart. Unfortunately, we don't have that advanced tech from StarCraft 2 that lets us just like resume a game from where it was left off. But we are in here right now. It does look like on the blue team we have Toast Monstia is playing Anubarak. Dr. J is going to be on Tassadar. We do going to have Cranky Rhino playing Stukov. Sugarman is on Leoric, and Night Knight is playing Tychus. What about the orange team?
Ends in 10 seconds.
We have Zorcist on the Kira, Psychopants on the Rhaegar, Gasimer is running Gasimer's running May, Oxash play Psychopants on Rhaegar, May on Gasimer on May, X1 on Gazlo, Zorcist on Kira, and your captain Moxash is on Jaina. So it looks like Bob's it looks like it's gonna be income fight before. Here comes Snowman's son, Silas on the Dorset. He cannot get away from this. First blood to Raging Rooster.
I've got to say, it is really, really, really honorable of Bob's minions to go ahead and let Kira die right off the bat in order to just maintain competitive integrity. So, like, she died the first game, we have to let her die right now.
So it looks like both teams are gonna rotate back down. Looks like we still have some out rotations here.
So we do go ahead and have, yep, rotating back up to the middle. Let me go ahead and turn that up a bit because people are having a hard time hearing you. So we do go ahead and have Moxash moving through. Zorxist is trying to knock this down, but once again we have the invasion onto this map.
Oh, Psychopath is caught.
This Tastar is actually really, really good. I say actually like it's a surprise, I'm sorry. Really, really good at these walls in order to kind of like lock people out.
definitely. That's a good. That's a good evade. Now I don't know if Raging Roosters are. Yep, that's what I thought they'd do. They're gonna go ahead and keep on her and go ahead and take the siege. This siege camp down here.
Yeah, obviously they're moving very aggressively. They're trying to make sure to take all of the camps that their opponents have access to. Their own camp on their side of the map is the last of the 3 they pick up.
It looks like both formats are back in. Oh, it's gonna be the Burrow, the charge, the ice block coming out of the Gasmer. He gets away. Manages to stay alive. As a Raging Rooster are going to rotate the mid, I'm just going to take a quick peek up here at top lane. As
it looks like
it appears the Sugarman on Lure is going to take it back.
Yep.
First comes out Sun. It's going to be the beautiful re-engage of all its minions. It's going to be another stun on the Psychopaths. They're still going to have to back out of this.
I gotta say, Toastmaster's doing a really, really good job of actually moving into position in order to really, really, really be in the way and kind of force Kira to go into the target that she wants to go into the least. Because it's just very hard for Kira to get past the Anub'arak in order to engage on any of the backline. And we are now officially deeper into this game than we are into the first time we played game number 1. So that's exciting. 5-man rotate coming into the bottom.
Stun on the Psychopaths. With a beautiful burrow. So it looks like the objective is going to be started up by Bob's minions. And it looks like both teams going to burrow. Burrow stun. Exponent's probably not going to survive this one.
Nope,
he gets away with his own life. Wow.
Very, very nice clumping. We are at 9 minions to 5. Slight advantage right now for a Raging Rooster. Exponent does kind of move back in. Did sip from the Moonwell, but is having a little bit of a hard time moving here. That's the problem. Gaslow is decent at 1v1s. Kira goes in. There's an unstoppable Sugarman trying to get out of here. Big old bomb. Toast Monster is trying to get back. It does look like Raging Rooster may be having to abandon this point to Bob's minions.
Yeah, I definitely think that's smart on the when you're talking about TOM, team fight objective and macro. I think Raging Rooster did make the right point to give it up. Now we're gonna have a stun coming in. Beautiful burrow. Gasmer has to use his ice block, but he goes down. And it's 5-on-4.
And it does look like Raging Roosters will go ahead and secure this. This will be a Mortar Punisher coming along the bottom of the map very, very soon and quickly. Here's the Punisher moving forward. It is 3 kills to none right now, and level 7 and talent tier advantage on the side of Raging Rooster.
Ooh, wait, stunned from the Punisher. Psychopath is just caught out again. We'll go down. It's another 5. It's now 4-on-3 for this controller. The first 4 of the game.
Yeah, I've got to say, in game number 2,
that's gonna be another stun coming in from Gasper. He's caught out. He's gonna go on a one-way trip back to the fountain. Bob's minions are going to have to give up this fort.
I definitely am going to have to recommend that Tassadar has got to go. Either take it or ban it. Because of these 5 kills, I swear 3 of them were just a like wall coming up behind the kill target, and then they just couldn't go anywhere.
I agree with the wall does come out there, but nothing happens. Not really threatening.
I mean, almost got Exponent. Exponent did get a little bit behind it, so no actual death. But if Exponent had been 3 pixels shy, it would have been another kill, because definitely does not have enough hit points to play around.
Bob's minions finally took their bruiser camp on top, but they did have. Raging Rooster was able to steal away their easy camp. Now they're 2 levels up. Here comes a beautiful stun. Cocoon coming out on the Jaina.
Yep, level 10s are online.
In trouble. They get silenced, but they're still alive.
So yeah, I do have to say that was a little bit of nerves coming out of Raging Rooster, because they used the Cocoon and then as the cocoon broke, or a little bit before the cocoon broke, they used a black hole, so it ended up going over the cocoon before the cocoon broke.
It looks like Raging Rooster are going to head back and take their easy camp. Mountain's Mage are just having to sit here and clear waves. However, I am suspecting since the objective is coming up topside, they're both 4-man rotations are going to have to go up top, and we'll see a 5-man fight over it.
Yeah,
With both teams at level 10, I do expect the fight will break out.
Yeah, this next objective is going to be a Frozen Punisher coming out, so that is definitely... Like, there's not a Punisher you want to give up, but if there was, it would not be the Frozen.
So, Raging Rooster realizes the objective is, even though it's still not up yet, they do realize their easy camp, their hard camp is up, so they're just going to take this no problem.
Yeah, I've got to say, it really feels like Raging Rooster just came into this battle with a blue paintbrush and is just running around the map with it.
Well, it is true, with both in the kills and the fact they were able to pick off the fort. Pick off the fort down here.
Yeah, but this isn't Towers of Doom. When you clear out a fort, it doesn't turn blue.
Now, Bob's minions are going to have to clear out the wave and then rotates. So which means Raging Rooster does have an advantage already on this first objective, which is almost close to spawning. Looks like Exponent is caught out. It's a 5-on-1 up here. But I don't know if it's going to be able to defend this fort. Raging Rooster is going to go ahead and rotate over to the objective, start it up. But Bob's minions realizes, wait, we're too late to this. We cannot contest. So they're going to go ahead and take their siege camp.
You have a little bit of counter pressure going on. I understand this decision. They are down 13s. At the time, they were down 2 levels in 13s, so it would be very, very, very risky to contest. But at the same time, you can't... At this point, they are actually moving into the lower fort, which I like a lot more than... There's no reason to take a camp in order to have it push when you could just push. Like, they're going to do a lot more damage than that camp will, so I think the time spent taking the camp was just wasted time.
So Bob made Raging Rooster are going to head and secure the objective. And that means this fort is going to be gone up here.
Yeah, it does like the fort goes down before the objective even gets to it, and that Frozen Punisher is just pushing right in. We do have, it looks like, May and Gazlo up here trying to defend it.
Yep, Frozen Punisher. It's going to jump over. That's going to be the stun on the Gasmer. Wall comes out. Ice block. Gasmer is barely alive with 400 HP.
Meanwhile, it does look like Leoric has cleared out the middle. There's not going to be any counter pressure from that camp that they spent their time trying to pick up. Right now, the Frozen Punisher is the issue, is what they're trying to deal with.
So they're still going to... So they're going to lose this fort because of the Punisher. The Punisher is known for disabling structures. I mean, Raging Rooster realizes that top pressure is too much. They back out and go ahead and pick up the siege camp on bottom, the neutral siege camp.
Yep, they are trying to pressure this middle just a little bit, while their opponents are picking up their shaman camp.
So it looks like Bob's minions do realize that that there's a wave here. They're gonna have to clear that out. In the meantime, they're just conceding the other siege camp up here.
Yeah, the shaman camps are really, really, really powerful in that if they are left to their own devices, they will push all the way to core, unless you happen to get lucky.
Looks like we're gonna have another engage. Cocoon comes out in the May.
Would you
Ice
go
wall out. 2 were stunned. 2 were stunned. Casimir is stuck in a 4-on-1, making a 5-on-1. Ice wall comes out. Wall comes out from Tastar. Casimir barely is stunned. He's gonna go down. That's unfortunate.
It is really surprising though. That's just the power of May as a tank, because it took like 13 years for May to like die when 5 people beating on her.
That is true. Bob Looks like Raging Rooster, due to gank opportunity, Zorus is just gonna go down, and so will the fort.
So that right there is a great example of what I was just talking about. May took about 13 years to go down. Gaslow took about 13 milliseconds. Like, they just showed up and the Gaslow popped.
So, due to the good gank and the extra value from the fort going down, Raging Rooster is just gonna pick this siege camp up. Looks like we have Leork over here. Go ahead, taking this camp alone. Respectful decision.
Get some pressure along the top lane. Just, again, walking around with her blue paintbrush and being like, okay, I like this shaman camp. The shaman camp is very, very aesthetic, but does it come in blue?
Maybe. So it looks like Raging Rooster are going ahead and rotating towards this top lane. I maybe expect they're going to push down the walls here. Yep. They are going to go ahead and take this.
And then they get distracted. Okay, it was like, nobody actually killed that last wall for the longest time, and then suddenly I was like, wait a minute.
Oh no, the wall. Yeah, the wall is still up. So, looks like here's go ahead, another Burrow coming in. Down the exponent. Still alive. Ice wall out. We are gonna have a Psychoman getting rooted. Psychoman getting rooted. My mistake. We're gonna have Stone come out and Zorsis. Kira's gonna go ahead and complete the quest.
So yeah, we do go and have a nice engage.
We're gonna have a disengage.
That was a really nice grabo, but unfortunately it was a grabo. It was a disengagement grabo rather than an attack grabo. And so we won't have another one for 40 seconds. All R buttons got pushed in the game except for Stukov.
So he let's see, this will be an Arcane Punisher coming up next. Bob's bees looks like they're aware. Are they gonna try to fight this and turn the objective over?
I mean, they are on even talent tier.
Here comes another stun. So 2 minutes down this land. Ice Wall comes out for Gasmer.
There is an entombment. Sugarman taking a lot of damage. Sugarman goes down.
Targeted. Now that's a good kill. Bob's minions might just be back in the game here, but they did have to give up the objective. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is to get a kill. Well played to Bob's minions.
Yeah, I mean, that is the first time they've gotten a kill in the game, and that, I mean, keep in mind, they were, like, just into level 16 before that fight. They're now halfway through level 17.
Punisher's gonna jump over. But looks like Bob's minions are aware the Punisher did drop over. They're saying, hey, we can punish this.
There is
Punisher
a stun.
was gonna jump over. 3-man stun.
That was
making a 4-man.
That was a beautiful stun.
Another fight breaking out. Toastmaster's caught off guard. Barely goes down to 1 HP. Back up. It looks like we might have a core. Looks like we might have a fight of the core coming out. 2-man stun does land. Blind coming out. Right? New records get stunned. Stunned again. Poisoned.
3-man ice wall comes out.
Well, good fight. The 3-man ice wall is gonna disengage.
Very good ult usage.
Well played to Bob's minions being smart.
Yep, and their opponents are just about level 20. They're about 2 levels behind right now, but they should have enough time to get 20 before the next objective, because they were going in there down levels, and now they're going to go in there with their Storm tier talents to have a much... If they keep using their ults as well as they have been, this would be a really, real fight coming up.
So we do have some camps being captured. Bob's minions go ahead and take their hard camp. We had two siege camps already going over to Raging Rooster. I suspect that both teams will probably fight over the siege camp. Comes to engage on the siege camp. Bob's minions are just gonna give this up without contesting it. Smart thinking that they don't have 20, so that's probably the decision behind that.
Yep, you definitely... This is a point right now where you want a fight if you are Roosters.
That's them coming out. You have stun. He just goes down. No problem. 2-man stun coming out. Zorx
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
going
Zorx is like, I'm gonna
4-on-1.
take you all on, but that's the problem. No one else came
He
along.
goes down.
Yeah, they just don't have 20s yet, and that would have been so crippling if 20s were online, but they just did not have them. And
Now it looks like we do have 2-man stun coming out. Nubrax does get rooted. He's being attacked by the core. Hello. Have another fork going out. That's gonna be a root coming out and shut him off. Here, man. Ult. Oh, that's good ult. There. Psychopath just goes down. That's good ancestral there, but it's not enough. As Raising Rooster are just on core assault, Bob's Minion is just gonna call it that it's over. That's gonna be a good pick, but he just can't come back. But Raising Rooster takes this this early objective. Game 1, GG.
I do have to laugh a little bit at Leoric finishing his level 16 quest as the core goes down. I'm sure that helped a lot.
Yeah, maybe not as much as you would think. Man, this.
Oh.
I mean, the only death was onto Leoric, so I wonder if the task star might just be the next target ban that we see coming out.
I mean, I know I called out during the actual game. The Decidar and the walls that were coming in just kept securing kill after kill after kill. So if I were Bob's Minions, I would definitely take or destroy that Tassadar. Destroy? Yes, remove him from the game?
It's possible. I mean, there are more annoying champions that could get rid of. KT usually in Storm League when you're just warming up or whatever, or even just using Storm League as a scrim knight. KT is one of the more annoying picks you can have. However, I have been seeing some Cho'Gall in Bronze Storm League, so I doubt that's gonna happen. It seems like every time we have an Artanis or a Cho'Gall, us casters like to go nuts about it in draft.
So, yep, that will end us for game number 1. Congratulations to Bob Raging Roosters. We will be back for game number 2 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully we'll have a much more masterful strategy. We'll have to see what happens.
So it looks like Bob's minions is sticking. Oh no, this was yeah. So it looks like Bob's minions are still committing to the idea that Dragonshire is one of their better maps. I mean, I'm not surprised because we did play them in the next Mania Development League.
So yep, we do go and have first pick and
Yeah.
first ban going the side of Raging Roosters. So yep, Bob does. Unless they set it up wrong, Bob did go ahead and get map pick and is coming over here. Anduin is the first ban out. More like ban to win, am I right?
Yeah, I do. I imagine you do have a point. Sometimes a pit and a comp light bomb works better. Although for me, when I play Anduin, I actually like to run a stand as one as the I think it's called stand as one as the ultimate. Johanna getting taken away.
Uh,
I'm not surprised. It's a strong. I'm not. This is pretty much a strong pick in any situation. So another Rainer ban.
I'm really curious who the like deadly Rainer renowned across the seven seas is.
I don't know. Does Mocha Sash play Rainer?
I mean, they might. I don't know either. I can't tell you the last time I saw Rainer banned in the general.
So it looks like it looks like Bosmans did learn something. They're gonna get rid of Stukov here. Good.
But not Tassar. Now,
Line foul stat.
yeah, that's a
I
weird
don't
first pick.
necessarily know if what you should first pick. I guess maybe healers or maybe whoever's going offlane. But a blind foul stat. I don't know if that means good news or if it's bad news with this global.
I really dislike first picking offlane, especially on this map. This map offlane's on a bit of an island, and yeah, because you can like now counterpick into Leoric, and being able to like hold the offlane definitively is bad news.
So they're gonna pick the Rhaegar up too. May I remind you that Ancestral is indeed, in fact, a very powerful for ultimate. Right wing left up. Jaina.
So this is very strange. They have gone ahead and committed to both of their DPS before the ban phase, and a double global. So this to me says that they're not going to play this map traditionally. They're going to be really aggressively rotating to other lanes in order to get picks and put pressure on.
Maybe from what it sounds like, they're probably looking, instead of looking to get picks, maybe they're looking towards control of the button for the shrines and the DK. An Uberak getting banned, yeah, that Uberak was definitely causing trouble, but Taz is still up.
Yeah, but they've already got Falstad and Jaina. I can't imagine them picking Tass.
May is banned. Okay, that looks like Raging Rooster did it. They acknowledged that May was causing a problem. They're gonna ban it. And Meriden is just left up.
So yep, we've got the fuzziest of dwarves. A little bit of a dwarf on dwarf action. Actually, we've got both dwarves in this game on opposite teams, brother versus brother.
This is gonna be good.
I don't think they're actually related.
See, time went up. That's Zagara locked in. Okay, so you can spread the creep around, get vision control. I'm not exactly sure if that's what Bosmans missed out on last game, but it's very likely they did get that. They probably do need vision control, so that's a good pick.
Yes,
5 seconds left. Look, I wonder what they're probably talking about here. Tank and offlaner, maybe?
I mean, they better have an offlaner and also a tank.
We're all in garage. Whoa.
A little bit of orc action. Fun question for chat. There are 5 sets of related heroes in Heroes of the Storm. Do you know who they are?
Tychus. Okay, Tychus is the last pick here.
See if Tychus going to make... I mean, Tychus does make sense going into a garage. Armor doesn't do anything against Tychus whenever he turns on his ability. Just don't bigger they are with Tychus. Please, don't do it.
Well, maybe we'll find out, as we are now loading into our second map of the game. of the series, Dragon Gyre.
People loading this game right quick. Find out what we can find out. It was a slow load for me. I don't know what it is. It's something Hero started doing lately where it'll go into a black screen and wait a while and then eventually go to the load screen.
I usually just go, mine usually just goes right there, but. It looks like teams are finally committing to load in.
Yep, I just got to the load screen. I think it's whenever it like delays until everyone starts loading and then it just pops me in here as well. Okay, so my question of the 5 related sets of heroes. Chat has gotten Varian and Anduin and Malf and Illidan. There are 3 more sets. Genji and Hanzo, yes. And good long load screen here.
It's like teams are finally coming into the load. I've seen worse.
Absolutely.
It's like, here we go.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
So coming into game number 2, we do go ahead and have on the blue team representing Raging Roosters FYP, winners of the first game and trying to end this with a domination. We do go ahead and have Night Knight playing the Falstad. Sugarman is on Thrall. Dr. J is coming in on Jaina. We do have Cranky Rhino on the Brightwing, and Toast Monsieur is playing the Garage.
Over on the red side for this game, we have X1 on Leoric, Dorsus on Tychus, Psychopaths on Radar, Muradin on Gasmer on Muradin, and your captain Moxtat is running Zagara.
Oh, and people are reminding me I didn't set up bets, so let me go ahead and start that real quick. I got distracted. So it does look like we have most people going into the middle of the map real quick. A little bit of a bush party being set up here by Raging Rooster.
That's gonna be a stun coming out. Gasper does get away with his own life. If he stayed in the bush longer, he probably would have been dead for first blood again. So Raging Rooster is gonna get this this wave pushed in. We have the Thrall going up the top for offlane. We have a 4-man going hey Bob Moxdash is already down here. Bob's minions are take down. They're very well aware there's gonna be a fight over mid lane. Bob's minions are already rotating back up. Oh.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power? Prove it. Take control of the shrines.
So would you go ahead and have...
That's gonna be still coming out. Sources is just caught unlucky. First blood to Raging Roosters again. And they're gonna get a camp for that in the process. That's bad news for Bob's minions.
Absolutely. So, yep, they're going ahead. And this is the thing. This is in certain ways, the scariest siege camp in Heroes of the Storm. Because if you don't have someone right here to deal with it instantly, it actually sieges down the fort from the bushes so that nothing actually comes back to stop it.
True. We have Raging Rooster go ahead taking over this hello. What was that? Looks like Leoric might have died to the minions here. Raging Rooster does have early control of DK.
I almost want to go back and look at that, although I can't, because Thrall is barely hurt, so I can't imagine that was a big fight that like went poorly. Like it feels like they weren't fighting, but then I don't know how Leoric died. I know how Thrall's about to die though, because here comes the entire U.S. Army.
He's gonna get stunned. It's 3-1. He's gone. And it looks like the punish that button. He's just gonna take the top button here. Looks like a rotate coming out on to mid. I was thinking that's gonna be Z Global being committed. Right, look, oh, that's gonna be stun polymorph. Roosters caught out again. 2-man stun just come out. The Roosters, he's backing away. Well, disengaged from Bob's minions.
I don't blame him for backing away. I'm actually surprised Zorxus is still standing this far up. I would be terrified.
So Bob's Raging Rooster is gonna head and rotate down. But they've got control of DK again, so that's probably good to see. It's like a small duel breaking out. Exponent's gonna try to flip this. Yeah, they are aware. There's gonna be a contest coming out. Looks like we're gonna have a fight up here. Now Psychopath is rotating. It's now a 2-on-1.
Yeah, this should be a fight that Leo wins at least prior to 7. At 7, it becomes a lot more dicey.
They just Sugarman realizes that they're gonna have to disengage. It's gonna be another fight coming out. Gasmer is hello, he's caught, goes down. But now they don't. Now it looks like Bob Minions does have control of Dragon Knight, but it's 4-on-2 up here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very difficult Dragon Knight to pick up, and almost immediately that is taken back by Thrall at the top. Both teams, like both sides, walking back for a second. The respect.
It's like Bob's Minions. It's gonna head. It's like Raging Rooster. Oh, I'll control it for a second. Go ahead and pick that up. Top goes over. Raging Rooster is in control of the Dragon Knight. Bot's gonna be pushed in. Siege Camp is back up stolen. And Dragon Knight's flipped over again.
Yep. Both teams doing a very, very good job of just like, you don't actually have to control both points as long as you control one. So they're just like, okay, control this one for now, control this one now. They do go and get the Bruiser camp at the top that is now going to start pushing into Thrall's lane. Leo is pushing forward in order to try and get some damage done. And does
Dragon Knight is up, but it looks. Well, I was thinking maybe Leoric would have to respond to the lane pressure, but I forgot that his team was one that subs camp. Looks like Leoric's in trouble here. Gets stunned, polymorph, gets behind the gate, saves his own life, and has to tap.
But this is going to give an opening for Bob's minions to go in and actually attack into their opponent's siege camp. Leo is safe to kind of stay back. They've taken the bottom one, so there's no pressure of the enemy team actually getting the Dragon Knight. And they're going to go ahead and be like, hey, yo, remember all the times you're taking our siege camp? Well, that sucked. Have a taste of your own medicine.
That's smart thinking. Quest complete for Jaina here. Siege
Is...
camp does go over to Bob's minions.
So yep, if they don't deal with that immediately, it just sits here and sieges down for free. And so we do have Garrosh goes in and just throws the siege giant into danger.
But just to be clear with you, Bruiser camp down here is still up for anyone's taken. That's gonna be a pick off in top lane. We're not able to see that one. But both teams are now at 10 at the same time.
Yep, it does look like we're going to have, in terms of heroic abilities, Warlord's Challenge, Summon Water Elemental, Blink Heal, Sundering, and Falstad Does Not Know. On the other side, we do go ahead and get Nidus Network into...
Oh, that's going to be a Mighty Gust. That's probably one of the more broken picks for Falstad. Draken Laser, I'm not quite sure I agree with that for Tychus. I would normally think Odin is a better play unless you're trying to zone. Looks like Bob's Minis does get control Dragon Knight here. This could be an engaged. 2-man taunt does connect. This monster is stunned up. Good heal from Brightwing. And Raging Rooster is going to have to disengage.
I'm kind of surprised they even tried to engage into that whenever they did not actually... Like, it's 3 versus 4? So I'm kind of surprised they moved out into that.
Oh, 2 minutes done does come out from Gasser. but it looks like Bob's Minions does not follow that up. It's just gonna be a 2-man stun for nothing. Meantime, Dragon Knight is up for anyone's game. Bob's looks like Rooster. I'm gonna try to go ahead and commit to the flip down here. Top point being flipped. So it looks like both teams are aware that Dragon Knight is gonna be a back and forth fight.
All right, it does look like Thrall is being aggressed upon just a little bit here. Sugarman does go ahead and get back. Very, very nice. Meanwhile, there
4-man rotate. I think we might have a gank coming out. It's 4-on-1 to Gasmer. Gets behind the wall. But now it's 3-on-3. Stun. Tossed over. 2-man taunt. Rhaegar is just going to go down.
Oh, there's
4-on-3.
Yeah, there's another kind of a weird decision. Like, there came Leoric in here, went ahead and got like a 3-person entomb, but you'd already lost Rhaegar, so that's a weird time to decide to engage.
So it looks Dragon Knight is in control of Bob's minions now, so I'm thinking if they got lucky and won the fight, then maybe it could be a free Dragon Knight as a reward. And maybe you push Dragon Knight with the fort, because as a reminder, your gate is down, even though the turrets are still standing.
Which is unusual. That's not normally the way you see those cleared out.
That's going to be a toss coming out on Gasmer. Polymorph, taking down the 8.5 HP. The chase is on. Gasmer does not make it out of it.
It's interesting.
Even with the... Go ahead.
It's interesting how in the previous game, Tassar just kept like restricting your ability to go back, and now Garage is just doing the pseudo opposite. It's like, okay, you can run back all you want. We're just going to reposition you into our team if you try.
We have a small fight breaking out up here. It's now a 2-on-1. Should have been caught in the 2-on-1 with Bob's minions. It's like being fought. It's a back and forth fight for the objective. Sugarman, hello? You don't go. He just goes down.
I'm a bit surprised the Exponent went for the experience instead of just immediately moving into flank. But in the end of the day, it didn't matter. We went ahead and secured that.
Yeah, they were able to pick up the siege camp in the process too, so it's like hard camp going over for Bob's minions. Another easy camp going over the Raging Rooster. It's all about camps and not enough about the Dragon Knight.
I forget who it was. One of my coaches once said the like sign of an even team is that Dragonshire is played without ever getting the Dragon Knight.
So that flip coming out. Oh, that's Gasmer goes ahead and jumps over the wall. It's 3-on-1 onto Gasmer. Toast is in trouble. 4-man stun comes out. Right when Global connects, Gasper, you're still too far up. Bob Raging Rooster is gonna engage. That's a good disengage.
Exponent's going ahead and leading the charge, trying to move into this middle fort. But it's like Night is coming down here in order to try and take care of that. And yeah, at this point, Bob's Minions is like, I'm not trying to fight you with my offlaner. I'm trying to double soak.
So it looks like Raging Rooster is actually the way. There comes the toss goes out. Roof, the polymorph, Gasmer. Has been hitting this whole game. Right when Heal connects.
Man,
Still no deaths from that engage. Even though Toast does have to go back and tap.
Yeah, Toast should have died 1,000%. I thought he was dead to rights. I think everyone did, and the Brightwing happened to... But I swear I saw him go down to 0 health. He must have gone down to like 2.
2 HP maybe. Looks like the Trojans turn to mid. Oh, we have a scary ping coming out. Seems like someone might have seen something. Okay, Sash is on the button here. Thrall does find out. And the rest of the Rooster is rotating down. This is 4-on-1. This is 4-on-1. Make it now 4-on-2. Oh, Gasper is out of position here. Let's go ahead and rotates back up. 3-on-1 up here in mid. Means we got 4-on-1 down here in bot. Looks like Bodman's work. Looking to rotate mid bot, but they backed off.
Yeah, it feels to me a little bit like Bob's minions are of a couple different minds about what they should be doing, because I feel like Gossamer keeps wanting to come in with a flank, but the team doesn't come with him, and so there's a little bit of a uncertainty in the way they're playing.
It looks like we are going to have a 5-man rotate. Up, Siege Camp is back up. That's going to be the Taunt Gasper. Stun, Polymorph. Taunt, 1-man Taunt connects. Gasper's just bursting down, goes down, Ancestral comes out. That's going to be the stun coming on the Nightlights. Stasis goes, Dr. J goes into Stasis. Turret comes out for Tychus. And Camp is being fought over. Gasmer has to jump out. Siege Camp goes over.
Yep, this is 5v4, so Leo is pushing unopposed. And actually, I've got to say that Bob's minions did really, really well, considering they were outnumbered.
However, speaking of top lane, looks like Exponent does pick up this fort. So Bob's minions are in control of this game early.
Yeah, at this point, because of all of their work, Bob's minions now has access to the Bridge of Death, which is exactly the piece of real estate you're trying to get on this map.
Well, Own Siege Camp goes over. Looks like Faustad trying to flip this up here. Flip is confirmed. Dragon Knight is for the taking. Let's get flipped out over again. Back and forth over the Dragon Knight. Oop, that's gonna be a 1-man route coming out. Stun, Polymorph, Taunt. Exponent does go down. Eventually does fall.
Yeah, Exponent may need to change their username to Exploded, because that's what happened. But there is a counter kill onto the Jaina. And
Falstad trade.
Falstad's not here. If they went in, they would have an advantage, but it does look like Rhaegar's moving mid and trying to get this experience.
Looks like Faustad is rotating down. Dragon Knight is up. Meantime, heading back to the top. It's 2-on-1 for the Dragon Knight. Still hasn't gone down yet. Oh, ult does come in for Tychus. They do have to just fall back off of this.
Yeah, we're hitting 15 minutes without a single Dragon Knight. Not the longest I've ever seen, but it's definitely noteworthy.
That looks like you might be caught out here in a 2-on-1. Backing away. Meantime, down bot lane, stun does come out. Sugar Man. He's backing out. Yep, scary ping.
Some boxers down here all by themselves.
Has to respond to 3-on-1. Now make it 4-on-2.
But once again, I do like the extra attention they're giving to getting that Bruiser camp, because obviously they do have catapult pressure in the top lane, and that is just forcing. Now, granted, it is Falstad. Falstad can fly in, but it is forcing Falstad to keep separating from the team, because they are on the verge of level 20s, and being able to 5-stack into a team that keeps having to fragment will be beneficial.
Yeah, looks like we have a stun on Sugar Man. He's gonna go down.
Toastmon's sure the next target.
3-man taunt connects. Oh, Larry. Stun comes out on the Dr. J. He's going to be the next to fight. Good engage coming out from the side from Bob's minions. That was a good fight. You're probably going to be proud of. Maybe they get back into this series.
Yeah, I think they could actually get Dragon Knight. 16 and a half minutes in.
And they're also going to get this siege camp, this Bruiser camp down here. Leoric is channeling the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is confirmed. For Bob's minions, this is exactly what we've been looking for all game. So Dragon Knight does get pushed. Fort does go down in mid. That's bad news if you're a Raging Rooster. And now it looks like they're interested in this bottom fort down here.
Yeah,
That's looking really good if you're Bob's minions. You waited so long to fight, and now you're basically taking over the game.
This Dragon Knight is just flexing on these structures, just like.
Dragon Knight at 45 seconds left. We have a root, polymorph, stun. Sugarman gets knocked back by the Dragon Knight. This fort just being bursted, but The Gust Wave comes out. Dragon Knight is 1-on-4. Dragon Knight stays alive with 1 HP.
Stand alive, stand alive.
Meantime, this fort is not looking good with the camp here. Oh, health barely survives at 168.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like leave that selected so we can keep an eye on if anything happens to it. Because that's the thing with the fort down, the keep is going to get catapult pressure. So
That's gonna be a stun coming out of Dorsus. Gets tossed. 2-man taunt comes down. Dorsus goes down. Exponent might be the next one to fall. Entomb comes out. Disengage. How's minions? It looks like they're gonna go. Bob minions are gonna try to go ahead and take their own camp, but it looks like it's gonna be a fight coming out. Root, stun, toss, polymorph. Gasper gets away with his own life. Hello. Camp goes over.
see if they do get the camp and then they immediately fall back. Camp is not going to get any real value. But it denied it to their opponents, and they're going to come over here and clear that wave so that those catapults cannot get up and breathe on their keep.
I think Bob Minions is rotating up towards this. Oh, never mind. They're rotating up towards Falstad. I do realize he's out of position a little bit, but instead, looks like the Breeze Camp's the target. Nope. Cyclops gets that stun coming out. Global is coming out from right wing. Another disengage.
Yeah, I think
But now, they do. Rage Rooster does realize this threat of Bruiser Camp is up. They're just gonna have to go ahead and just take this away before Bob Mini can even pick it up.
Yeah, I think they brought it up here in order to try and gank Night Knight. Night Knight went back, and so they said, okay, we'll go and take their camp. And then Night Knight actually came back forward and saw them. So they're like, oh, it's like when you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and you're like, oh, I wasn't doing anything.
Let's look at another fight for this Bruiser Camp coming out. Raging Rooster knows what's up. 2-man stun. The old Ancestral comes out. We have stun coming out. Camp gets taken over. That's going to be a pick on the Thrall. 1-for-1 trade.
Yep, offlanes are down, but there's a big ol' wind tunnel going and pushing everyone out. But Dr. J is moving forward. Needs to be careful. That is Jaina. Jaina is not known for her durability.
Still 4-on-4. Be 4-on-4 for a little while. Wait to see who next picks the Dragon Knight up. So, we have a disengage, engage coming up. Polymorph. Gasimer is gonna have to run away for their own life. Dorsus is still having to push this Leoric back. Looks like the fort here is the next target. Another engage coming out. Oh, it's done. Toss, done. 2-man, 3-man taunt comes out. Tychus just goes down. We have a root. Gasper jumps away. 2-man Entomb comes out through with the silence. Taunt. Meriden goes down. 4-on-2. Toastmaster running away. Toss. Exponent. Okay, he makes it out of there. But the fort does not survive.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Neil, it does look like there's a lot of pressure building up bottom. I'm not sure if this will actually be enough to get here and take out that keep, but it's possible.
So Rage Rooster does pick up both buttons. Dragon Knight is being channeled. Dragon Knight picked up for Raging Rooster. So we're gonna have a push coming out. Maybe Bob. Looks like we're gonna have 2 members going after the Dragon Knight. And that is a Garrosh in the Dragon Knight, so that is a scary champion. No one. Fort goes over. No forts are. Actually, I take that back. There's the bottom fort still standing for Bob's minions. But now it's gonna be 3 versus 1 on the Dragon Knight. George just gets tossed back. A root coming out of Exponent. Exponent makes it out quarter HP. Dragon Knight is not doing so well. Dragon Knight is dead.
It got a little bit too close to the raw power of the other team and just got whittled down, but did go ahead and take out the middle keep or the middle fort, moved on keep.
Blink does come out for Dragon Knight for Brightwing. We have Toss. Toad Monster's going 4-on-1. Is down. 3-man root. Ancestral comes out. We have Silence. 2-man fight. 3-man into him through Ice Block. 3. Make it 3. Puff's minions know how to win a fight in a territory where you don't have a whole lot to play with. A lot of room to play with. Now they're going to go ahead and steal both that camp away. We have a lot of danger pings coming out from Rage Rooster. We're like, hey, we know this is happening, but we can't contest this.
Yeah, they need to be careful. There's only 2 of them left. They definitely cannot move in. This fort is dead.
It's like they're actually looking. That's actually a keep right there. And that keep is fairly low, so maybe if this keep goes down, oh, scary retreat ping comes out. Keep goes down. Looks like we might have a push onto core here. I really doubt that Osmanians can take this, but now the core is being alerted, is going under attack. Gasper's in trouble. Have disengaged. Engage with the Night here.
Oh yeah, this thing is freaking melting.
This core is being bursted. Wind tunnel comes out. Core at 38 HP. Polymorph stun. Unstoppable. Leorc is going away. Toss. We have a stun coming out. Toast Monster Hill. 2-man root. We have 2-man taunt coming out. Zorsis, he's still staying alive. Toast Monster. 1-man Entomb coming out. Faustad won't be able to get out of here. He's dead. You have a taunt coming out from Zorsis.
Toast Monster, the next target. We do go ahead and have them moving in. Sugarman is in the middle of a lot of them, and that's the thing. That's
2-man stun. Hello. Ancestral coming out again. Okay. It's like Bob Mini is making another push towards core. Toss, stun, polymorph. Psychopath stays alive. Unstoppable gets procs. You have a stun. Ice block. Gossamer gets away. 3-man root. 2-man stun. Bob Minions are trying to push a fight under core. That's a 4-man taunt. Core goes over. It's GG.
explosive game number 2. That took a really, really long time to actually start going, but once it started going, it was just a landslide. Bob's going to zoom in and pull it back and push us into a rubber match.
Looks like you might want to play Silver Scrapes. This series is going all the way.
Yep. I hope none of you had like urgent plans early in the morning because we're going to be here for a bit.
It's like a bomb just went off in my heart.
OGGO comes in right as we go into game number 3, bringing some of my viewers back to me. Hello, friends.
Hey,
glad to see you.
If you're just coming in, hello, Raiders. We are in the middle of a great match between Raging Roosters and Bob's Minions. We are tied 1-1.
So we're going to match number 3 in just a second. I will have to say, just to pat myself on the back pretty hard. I said Bob's Minion needs to make sure their opponents don't get Tassadar. They didn't get Tassadar, and look what happened.
So, for the draft for Bob's Minions, you have to wonder: are they going to take away the Tassadar again? Maybe they reverse sweep.
I mean, that's definitely the intent, the plan. We'll have to find out in just a second.
Or maybe maybe they're still scared of this right wing. The right wing did not go down at all. I mean, Sugar Man on the thrall was just ending it up. Goes down 7 times during the match. That's unfortunate.
And yes, Sulliver, this is Caden casting with me. Mostly an observer, but was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and unmute myself, and so we have done so. But we will see you in game number 3. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
A fading neon gleam casts shadows over stone. The city's shining skin is shedding from the bone. I've gone from pillar line the walls, minus empires crash and fall. Wings that melt when we try to soar. Close my eyes as I descend to the gold rush at its end. Take me back to before. This isn't human anymore. Look into the natural heart, following the beat of the chemical. This isn't human anymore. Tearing the connections apart, falling at the beat of the pistol. Are you still human at the core? Pushing the reflex, pressure the defects, break it down, it's inevitable. Spraying the rivets, straining the limits, break it down, it's inevitable. The ghosts of order dot the I until the three. I stalked the Trinity into conspiracy. They painted masterworks and set them all alight. The scars of persecution always harden into spite. Broken bodies line the walls, Midas empires crash and fall. Wings that melt when we try to soar. Close my eyes as I descend to the gold rush at its end. Take me back to before. This isn't human anymore. Look into the natural heart, following the beat of the chemical. This isn't human anymore. Tearing the connections apart, falling at the beat of a pedestal. Are you still human at the core? Look into the natural heart, don't let it turn to stone. Are you still human at the core? Look into the natural heart, don't let it turn to stone. Pushing the reflex, pressure the defects, break it down, it's inevitable. Spinning the rivets, straining the limits, break it down, it's inevitable. Pushing the reflex, pressure the defects, break it down, it's inevitable. Spinning the rivets, straining the limits, break it down, it's inevitable. Strangers, broken hands align. Drift on the frozen face of time. Unlikely guide, I will follow you. Stay by my side, see tomorrow through. Two roads merging in one line. What would you give of yourself to stay steadfast? Could you shed all of the ethics of your paths. What would you give of yourself to be the best of us at last?
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 3. Oh, I never updated the scores because I'm a nub, but this is game number 3, I promise. It does look like Bob's Minions will have first pick, which means that Volskaya Foundry, the map, was picked by Raging Roosters, FYP. Do you have any idea what FYP stands for? Because I don't.
Yeah. To be honest, Rocco, you're asking the wrong person. Anytime Johanna's gonna be banned, I was kind of expect my team usually likes to ban KT as the blind. So I don't know. Another Rainer ban, and from what I'm reading from chat, looks like Mockstash might just be the target of this.
Well, someone doesn't want Mockstash to have any fun.
Apparently.
Alright, well, we have another, it is the Brightwing. They say, you know what, your globals were annoying. We're not as afraid as the Falstad, because all Falstad does is delay us, but the Brightwing was a pest. I think they're still salty about that one Garrosh kill that should not have been 1,000 years have gone through.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. 10 seconds left to figure out this other ban coming out. 3 seconds. Rhaegar. So, Racing Rooster's like, you know what? We're scared of this.
Yeah, they've taken Rhaegar in the first 2 games, and so finally, Raging is like, you're really, really good. There's a lot of kills that should have happened that didn't, and we blame the healer.
Of course, you always blame the healer. No, that's a blind Stukov again.
Well, that one I don't mind. Stukov is super powerful, though the problem is he does not have access to a cleanse. And yeah, there is the Tassaface.
Tassadar does get left up again.
So, I just gotta point this out because I'm a StarCraft fangirl. Currently, all 3 selected heroes are from StarCraft. Best realm confirmed.
Yep.
You know what?
Leoric.
You know what? I want to count Space Lord Leoric as a StarCraft hero. Okay, I can't make an argument for Murden.
So, Bod's Minis picked everything but the 2 DPS, and that's going to be a Jaina taken away. I don't know what exactly on the Jaina Raging Rooster is scared about, but it's gone. They no longer have to worry about it. Meantime, Bod's Minis have 10 seconds left to figure out what this third ban is. Time's up. And the win is the target. Huh.
So it begins.
Oh, we have the older man, Deckard Cain.
I think Deckard is kind of rare at this ELO. I mean, most people don't realize that the potions that Deckard plays do heal you.
Well, to be fair, that's not entirely their fault. Like, Deckard's potions are red, and red are things to avoid. So if Deckard would throw out blue potions, you'd pick them up.
Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Wait, do we have a ban?
I mean, we won't know until we get in the game, and even if
too bad.
And even if we do, it is up to the other team to say something about it. For anyone that does not know, there are certain skins that are banned because people with specific like eye conditions cannot see them. But if no one on your team has those conditions, and so you don't say anything when the game loads in, it doesn't like result in disqualification. If you do say something like, "Hey, that skin is banned," you just have to restart the game. Not the end of the world. Obviously, that doesn't mean pick banned skins, because who cares? But also don't freak out if one shows up, because if the other team doesn't care, it's fine. Color Bear Stitches did come out, but it was switched. I saw that. I'll have to see if Murden is in the bad one. Definitely will say something to the team, but that'll be it. And obviously I can't say something until after the game.
Like, we are going to get a load coming in. Here comes map 3. Polskaya Industries.
That's Volskaya Foundry. Pay attention to the top of the screen. Oh my god.
Excuse you. I'm just joking around.
It is one of the most frustrating things because it totally says, "Welcome to Volskaya Industries" when you get into the draft screen, but then the map is not called that.
It's still a cool map, don't get me wrong. And we do, if I'm not mistaken, the objective here is 2-player controlled.
Oh, absolutely. Although,
so a team fight becomes, instead of becoming a 5-on-5 or whatever, it now becomes a 3-on-5 with the 2 players out of the vehicle.
That's actually one of the reasons why it kind of fell out of favor in the pro scene, because late game, whenever abilities and heroes had scaled up, it very, very quickly became to the point where you almost didn't even want the objective, and then when you got it, you only put one person into it because you just could not defend your 3 people.
It's true. So, coming out on the blue side, we have Toast Monster on Stitches, Tastar on Touchdown on Tastar, Cranky Round on Deckard, Night Knight on Tychus, Sugarman on Gazlo.
Meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, we're going to have Mockstash on Zagara. Zorxis is playing Junkrat. Oh, the Junkrat, well, I love that one. We do going to have Gossiper, not on Murad and Murden, so everything is cool. Do get clarified explanation in chat. They were just talking about the StarCraft theme. Mockstash is on the Zagzagoom, and we do go and have Exponent once again on the Leoric. Actually, I don't think. Never mind, not once again. Ignore me.
Gasper's gonna get caught out. That's a hook connect. Jumps out. There comes the wall. Gasper. Ooh, barely makes it out. Oh, I jinxed it. That's First Blood's a Raging Rooster.
Would have gotten that, except guess what? It's a Tassadar wall.
Yeah, what do you expect? There's a little bit of a caster curse in there too. So that's what we say in the industry. Whenever we play, oh, this player's gonna get it out. Get out. No, he doesn't. Looks like the 4-man is coming up to top lane. Just left alone.
First time you're casting this season, you're already abusing your power?
I love it. We have 4-man going into Night Knights here. Are they actually gonna try to steal this? Okay.
I mean,
so
this
like
is Raging Roosters. They're well known already for their camp steals. They're actually ignoring Soak in all the lanes to get this one toy.
Well, and here's the deal about the turret camp. It's not exactly maybe it's not the best at pushing. It is not designed to push, but instead this was something that you want to like defend the control point with.
Yeah, it will help them secure the first Punisher. So that may end up being worth it, but at the end of the day, it is a question of, because they barely fall behind experience at all. I don't understand how, when they were all just staying on that point for like 20 seconds. It feels like witchcraft.
We got a 2-on-1 up here. This monster and Exponent going at it. Now it's 3-on. Now we got 3-on-2. Point now coming online.
Oh my gosh, Exponent just kind of melted there. We'll be okay, but that was they were not within melee range that long, and then it's like their health just went from 100 to 15%. Zorxis goes ahead and throws a couple grenades into the defensive structures and does avoid that hook. Meanwhile, Cricket Rider and Dr. J are going to go ahead and pick up this paper airplane camp.
Because you have a fight breaking out here? No? Point is now online. Point is now online, though. That's gonna be the hook connecting on the Gasmer. Gasmer jumps away. Good disengage. Point now being attempted to be captured here. Contested. Point is now Raging Roosters are now in control of this. That's gonna be the hook of the Gasmer. Gasmer jumps away. Caster Wall comes out. Dunker Bomb goes off. That's gonna be the Rue coming out. Toastmaster. Toastmaster disengages.
And of course, a really, really good decision. They do have that airplane camp pushing up top, so that they like can't even really afford to stay here. Even if they do win the point, they're gonna have to disengage.
Oh, that's gonna be a 2-man route. Here comes the engage. Mogastash being caught out. He's gonna have the back. Gasmer's heading back to tap. Oh, barely survives. 80% left to go. 80% left. Zorsis being caught. Let's get away. Stun coming out. Another stun coming out of the psychopads. That's gonna be the objective being picked up by RR. And now, looks of it, they're maybe looking at this bottom fort down here.
Yeah, this is not unusual. Very, very often, you do still see the bottom port being the primary objective. It used to be back in the old days, you would always go to the fort of the next objective and take out the Moonwell. But since you can't target the Moonwell anymore, then most people will push the bottom fort because typically the third Punisher is the one that you're trying to end with. So you just want to go ahead and clear out the obstacles in its way.
Punisher does go down though. Engineer camp is back up. This camp's up too. We do have a push coming in from mid. Baker's just like, hey, this fort's wide open. Let's go for it. Gasmer jump again. Here comes the engage. Gasmer, oh, gets out with the Stukov heal. What a lifeline.
If Stukov's a good friend, just don't arm wrestle with him.
Looks like we have Raging Roosters going to have signs to say try to steal this. Gasmer is aware of this. They're aware, but camp does get picked up.
I'm a little weirded out by just how much like death balling I'm seeing coming out of Raging Roosters.
Like, we might have a potential gank coming up here on Exponent, but he is aware of it. Just says, you know what? I can't push this wave anymore. I gotta back away.
Yep.
Assault camp goes over.
Does decide to say, you know what? I probably shouldn't try and fight 4 of them. And I support that decision.
Raging Rooster realizes the other assault camp was taken, so they have to take theirs. We have a quest completed, level 10. Boss minions? You don't think you can get this, eh? Alright. Gazlo is attempting to capture on the engineer camp. Boss minions get the emitter camp. That's probably gonna help him out. 2-man Entomb. Ooh, Riptire choosing that as ult. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of ults committed for Bob's minions, but weirdly enough, they were committed without any real attempt at a kill. So I'm not. It kind of feels like they were just like the R was pressed.
That's a Zorsis? You are going back to the fountain, my friend. That's bad. That's unfortunate.
I'm a bit surprised that Riptire was the choice of ult whenever you're playing against the Stitches. I feel like Rocket Ride could have definitely helped in situations like that.
You know, I have a suspicion that the Riptire would probably use the zone off the camp. We get 4 up top. It looks like the next control point coming up is up here in top lane. Oh, that's gonna be a hook. Gasper gets away this time. 1-man route. Taster Wall comes out. That's great. 2-man stun. Hello. Cassinar is eliminated. 4-on-3. Meriden is taken out in the meantime. It's 3-on-3. No one has committed to taking the objective yet.
Nope, and they do actually get both a turret and the laser drill out before the fight. I mean, I'm not gonna say before the fight broke out. 2 people died. The fight was happening, but before the point was being contested.
And we have a 4-on-3 coming out. Zwartis gets hooked, gets eaten up by the stitches. Let's see where this one's going. He's not making it out of there. Oh, barely. Oh, got taken out by by a minion. So. More you know.
I mean, to his credit, it wasn't a mini. Got taken out by the like fort, the cannonball.
Looks like what control the objective, but decating the objective. Raging Roosters going to push up into this, and maybe we can get this fort as a punish. Meantime, engineer camp is being taken. Taken? No, Bob's minis are backing away from this. I don't know if you want to get that, but with this fort, it does go down. Ooh, turret barely survived. So Bob's minis are gonna try to shove a bot here.
Yep, going ahead and
Meantime,
leveling this
Protector
up.
does come up. Protector is online now.
And they've put the old man Deckard Cain into it, which means they don't have access to a healer for the time being. Protector is not able to, like, rocket launch healing potions.
Unfortunately not. So Raging Rooster, they realize with the Protector, we can siege this. Here comes a fight. It's now what appears to be a 4-on-5. 3-on-1, I should say. With Tastar silence, the stitches is removed while the keep is traded. So Raging Rooster realizes, okay, we don't need to stay for core. We're just gonna go for this fort. Tychus agrees with them, and you know what? This fort's gone too.
Yep, so they do go in and actually secure 2 forts and a keep with this Protector so far. And Protector still has 7 seconds.
Keeping a fort, but keeping a fort. The Protector just expires. Gas jumps away. Laser? That's a 5-on-4 down here. Leoric is just happily pushing top. Meanwhile, meantime we have appears to be engaged coming out. Bob Mays really do want to push this. Wants to protect this fort here. Rip tower coming out. That's gonna knock 3 people back. Stunned. Gasimer. Oh, 3-man silence. Triggerman's kind of caught out. That's gonna be a stun. Marcus Dash is just removed from the game. Zorx is gonna get caught out again.
Poor Zorxis.
5 is now a 5-on-2. It looks like Boston Maze. They're trying to keep the fort, but to be honest with you, I don't really think that fort's gonna be here any longer. Fort will fall.
Does look like Leo has started trying to double soak in order to try and keep them competitive. They are, despite the fact they are down 4 kills, just barely behind any experience.
Time Exponent's just still happily setting up here in top lane. They are missing experience. Oh, a hook does come out from Stitches. Lands on a minion though. No, but not the end of the world. Leoric does manage to get away with that.
Hey, that minion had a family.
Bone looks like boss minions want this camp. Oh, that's a hook. Exponent, are you gonna make that there? Oh, Rip Tyrant, 2-man stun. Punkrat just gets in the 2-man into 3-man silence. That's gonna be a kill. Making a double kill.
That's exactly what we needed from Bob's Maze. Although that black hole does go in. Nice. And Stukov Silence comes in. Tassadar is down. Night is not having anywhere to go. Cranky Rhino comes in like, I'm going to save you all.
Sources is trying to chase this. Doesn't make it out. Doesn't get the kill he was looking for. But that was a good team fight for Bosmanians. Now they realize that they are trying to steal the engineer camp. I don't know what this Stukov. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just gonna zoom in on him while he's trying to take this camp.
Foul machinery! In my day!
Meantime, Point is coming online. Bob's minions are saying, you know what? We don't know where he is. So they're gonna back. So Healer just backed off into camp. With a fort going down in bot side. Meantime, the orcs up here on top. Oh, not make it. Bob's minions in control of the points. So now we have a Rage Rooster coming on. Then this is now a 5-on-4 about the objective. The Mockstash gets eaten. Mockstash is out of position. Mockstash is dead. Riptire coming on out.
I'm not sure out of position is the right thing to say. I'm like, did you get hooked and eaten? Night very low. As is Sugarman.
Turret is out for a
turret and big turret.
Sources goes down. Bob's minions in control of the point. Although they're still trying to force a fight. Entomb comes out. 3-man silence. Tychus is dead.
Oh, great.
Stun. Exponent barely makes it alive. Gasmer has to jump away. 4-on-3.
Yep, they do want to get rid of Tychus, and we are only 7 seconds from Zagara coming back. Zagara will be able to re-engage, and if they're going to go back and heal, then we can have a 4-on-4 fight for this point. Junkrat will beat Tychus back.
Good. This is good control for Bob's minions. They know how to disengage fights. Oh, speaking of which, here comes another fight in close quarters. That's gonna be a stun. Silence coming out. Toast is in trouble. Easton Leor goes down. Leor completes the quest. Meantime, Sugarman is barely getting away from this. Hello. So it's a good pick for Bob's minions. They're gonna get the camp in the process. And now it looks like Rage Rooster turned their attention towards the I thought they were going to go to the objective, but Engineer Camp is back up. Engineer Camp being attempted. Looks like Sugarman's going back for the camp. Bob's minions are looking at control of the objective. Engineer Camp gets picked up by Rage Rooster, and the Trooper Camp gets picked up as well. Bob's minions in a roughly 30% lead here.
Now here's the thing. It's going to be at 90% whenever Stitches comes back. So they are going to have to either give up this protector or engage into it without their tank. They being Raging Roosters.
Protector is now online for Bob's minions. Well desired, but it seems like they're having trouble figuring out who's doing it. Marcus Dash and Zorcist are going to channel.
You're putting the 2 DPS in here. Here's the thing, you do kind of want to put your people that are the most likely to be picked off into the protector. So by that standard, I do understand.
Oh, we have a help me ping coming out. I guess it's from Bob's minions. They're saying, hey, let's see if we can push this. It's gonna be engaged. Gasper just caught out. Gets a double jump away. He gets out unharmed. Treacle Protector, meantime, is not so lucky. It's down. Moxash gets hooked. Moxash is down.
These hooks have been very on point, and the hook with the wall is just doing a lot of work.
think we have we have a fourth point coming online, and it's just going to repeat the process of which lane the goes down. Treacle out. Meantime, Riptire comes out, and the Riptire is dealt with. So it looks like both teams are fighting at range here. They're not really trying to go after each other at this point. Raging Roosters realizes there's a camp up. They're just gonna take that unharmed.
Both teams are level 20 at this point, so they do have their final talents. We will go in and see Extra Oomph, Pack Instinct, Buried Alive, Rewind, and Top Off versus Hungry Hungry, Force Barrier, Bottomless Flask, Bob and Weave, and Bomb Toss.
Oh, that's the thing that's done. 2 kills coming out.
So far,
the kill has not been competed. Exploded is now down. It turns out Raging Rooster goes ahead and wins the fight. Meantime, they're going to go ahead and steal the turret camp away.
Red team's core is under attack.
so yeah, this very well could be the
Like
end of the game. They have
maybe
30
the end
seconds.
of the series at that. Nice knockback. Rhino. Riptire online. It gets knocked back. It's now 2-on-3 around the objective. I do realize it's a Leoric, but Punk Press can get picked off. Moppistache is retreating back to the Hall of Storms. I don't think they'll be able to survive this. 2-man stun core. This is now a 5 versus core here. Leoric is back up. This is 4 people are now back up. This can be re-engaged coming again. This is now 4-on-3.
I'm astounded. That I really feel like they could have gotten that core easily. I don't know how the core survived as long as it did, but you know what? It did.
Here comes another engage. Dr. J trying. Oh, that's a hook connect. Saves his teammate. Gets pushed away. Minions take away Murden again. Psycho Pants is caught off. That's a hook.
Oh my!
Goes down.
The bottomless flasks.
So it looks like Raging Roosters are now looking at core again.
They have 3 catapults backing them up.
Exponent, it's going 3-on-1, goes down. That's a dominate coming out. However, that's just bad news for Bob's Minions. They have to sit in the fountain. Core goes down. It's 2-1 to Raging Roosters. Just the end of the series. GG's and well played.
Very, very much. Congratulations. Well done. I'm actually going to jump down into a lobby on the NGS server, see if we can get an interview. Feel free to come along. All right, we'll have to see if anyone joins us. Looking at the match that we just saw, like, again, I feel like the Dr. J is just really, really, really good on Tassadar. Like, and Toast did a great job on Stitches. A lot of those hooks led to kills. Hello, Cranky.
Well, hello there.
So this is Cranky Rhino. Cranky was, of course, the Deckard Cain in the last game. Were you the healer the whole time?
I was. Yeah, so, what's the first match? Oh, I forget. I play all of them. Oh. But yeah, I primarily heal, so I was the healer throughout.
Hello. Sorry.
Hello, hello, Toast. Don't apologize. So, first of all, kind of a gimme question to start us off here. How are you guys feeling right now?
Wow, that last little bit there. Hats off to Bob's Minions, man. Like they came back that second match and really humbled us, and the third match was back and forth, and so hats off to our competition. They really brought their A game. And that last bit, like, it was kind of comical. I think Toast was trying to pull our Tassadar into my pot so that he could heal, and it just kind of luckily worked out. I don't know, but we got the win, so it's good. Feels good.
Yeah, it was kind of great where you weren't in the like victory photo at the end, but you definitely were contributing to the win because those pots just came back. I'm like, oh, bottomless flasks. Deckard may be gone, but he lives on within all of us.
True story. Yeah. I was yelling at Toast and our Tassadar, Doc, get on the pots. Just get on the pots and hit the core. And it worked out. It worked out well.
I mean, I've said it before. Red is the color of the enemy. You need to start throwing out blue pots. Red pots are just naturally going to be avoided.
I try to not give them a choice about it and just throw it right at them so that they're there. Yeah, I guess when they're just sitting there because they're bottomless, then yeah, true. They may want to avoid them, but I try not to give them a choice.
Well, it makes sense. So basically, you play whenever you're playing Deckard, you're basically like, okay, I'm playing Lily with skill shots.
For the most part, yeah. Like I'm definitely trying to get their feet. I will pre-position pots, like I'll put them around like where we're going to be fighting, like we did on that bottom lane where we were at the gate and they had the protector and he was marching in on us. I just put all the pots down where we were going to be fighting, and it worked out. I don't think they got too deep into that keep or into that lane. But for the most part, like I try to hit him in the feet because if they don't, if I hit him in the feet, I don't give them a choice. They don't have to choose to walk on it.
So I want to look back at what around the conversation, what the comms were probably like from your side around about Dragonshire. So from that map, from the caster side, it looked like it was back and forth for control over the buttons. What was the Did you guys have any strategies on why the fights happened as long as they did for control, and maybe once First Dragon Knight did go over, what was their reaction to that?
Our reaction was just kind of like our strategy going to that. Maybe it was a little unfounded. It was like, oh, maybe we can have kind of a gank squad and try and get up and close personal, use Garrosh to burst someone down. But unfortunately, Muradin was like, joke's on you. That's not happening. I'm going to throw myself in there and then jump out. But we just didn't have enough burst to really get down anyone. And then when they got, I was like, the dragon kind of doesn't matter. We need to be able to secure these kills to kind of like get control of the map because we were going to beat them in map control with Leo who can double soak and then a Zag who just stayed bottom the entire time, which that Zag, my God, I'm going to have PTSD about Zag.
True story. Zag gave us problems both the second two matches. She was playing really well.
Well, I'm just going to say, if you would stop banning Raynor, then maybe you wouldn't have to play against Zag.
True, but we saw that Raynor was kind of a respect ban. We saw Mockstash's record on Raynor, and that's a favorite of theirs. So, we definitely wanted to. That was kind of the limit of the homework that we did, so we used it.
Extremely limited. Not understatement of the year. Extremely.
True story. Yeah, half of this match came at a kind of a weird time for the team. Like half of us are on vacation. I'm traveling on business. Like it's all kind of, it's lucky we got 5 people together, but we did. With a 6th to spare, our 6th team member was waiting in the wings and watching, supporting us. So, but yeah, it was just a really awkward week. Not a lot of time for homework. Not a lot of time for prep. So the one thing we did was we saw that Mockstash likes Raynor, and so we took him out.
Decided to pick on that.
Definitely makes sense. The big question that I have, and it's about game number 3. So this game I just watched. I can't be this tired yet. There was a period where you guys very, very often, even very early into that map, got together into a 5-man like gank squad, and I'm just very curious about that because I almost never see that outside of Storm League. Like, what was the decision in not really having a traditional offlaner so much instead of just roving as a pack?
Volskaya is like kind of a smaller map. Like, it's really easy to rotate between top and mid and bottom. You could take a conveyor belt and you're just like right there from bottom to mid. And just like, you know what? Why not just try and off put them a little bit, be a little more aggressive, try and like take their camps, really trying to go after them, really trying to utilize the Stitches hook and try and get that kill. And then once you get the kill, you're just like, hey, it's 4v5. You can do whatever on the map you want. If they want to fight, they're at a disadvantage. If we want to take their camps, we can do that. That's how we would get map control rather than try and stick with like a 4-4-1 or a 1-3-1. It's like it just doesn't make sense because our comp didn't really support it as well, especially against Zag. Like Zag is just a bully in lane, and Mach was playing Zag really well. So we really needed to get the off put everywhere else on the map, but that one lane.
All right, makes sense. Caden, do you have any questions about the games or maps specifically?
I don't actually have any more right now.
No problem at all. Just want to give you a chance. The last question I always ask, can you tell me where your like name actually comes from? What's the story behind it?
I like rhinoceri, and I'm very
I meant Raging
cranky.
Rooster.
Oh, the team name, of course.
Remember, it's PG, cranky.
Sure. So, I mean, Raging Roosters, right? Like the Roosters are savage. They're mean. They've got really sharp talons. They can cut. And then the FYP, just further your potential. We're just here trying to put out positivity in the world, and we want to further your potential. So that's the team name.
All right.
Further your potential. On the cast, Raka and I were trying to figure it out, and I'm like, you know what, Raka, you're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
Well, as Toast alluded to, it is a family friendly cast, and so the true meaning will just have to remain an inside joke for the team.
How very dare. Nope, they're fine, you're fine. So let me go ahead, and those are the questions I had for you. Let me turn it over to you guys for any shout outs or whatever you want to say.
Hey, thanks for the cast. Thanks to the audience for watching. Really appreciate your time and coverage. Thanks to our opponents. You guys gave as good as you got, and hats off to you. Total respect. And thanks to the league for giving us this great community to play in. Toast, you got any?
Thanks to my mom. Thanks to my dog. Thanks to you guys again, like the casters. Like NGS wouldn't be what it is without all these games being casted, and you guys are awesome. Especially Uraka. You're awesome.
Well, thank you. I don't know why specifically.
Well, I mean, you casted a lot of the games of the former past team that I was on last few seasons. So,
Well, I do get around. We'll say that.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you very much for the amazing game. Thank you for the opportunity to cast. And don't do anything in the after party that I wouldn't do.
I am in Vegas right at the moment, so those are broad left and right limits.
Well, take care of yourself. I guess I can say that much.
You can. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Caden, before we sign off, do you want to let everyone know who you are, where they can find you, and all that good stuff?
Yes. My name's Caden303. You can find me on Twitter at Caden3031. You will definitely see me in action on my with my team BFT Academy. On next match is on the 20th of August. I've got no idea if that one's gonna be picked up yet, but if it does get picked up by a caster, it's gonna be a blessing. I expect to have a lot of fun on that day. If you don't know me, my main casting background originally comes from League of Legends. There was an internal shakeup to where I previously was at, and that made me looking for a team, and then I just stumbled on NGS, and here we are.
And as for me, my name's Raka. If you don't know who I am, I don't know how you got to this channel, but hey, welcome, congratulations. You can find me fighting against Caden, not this week, but eventually. I am the offlaner for 30 Seconds to Mosh, and I do a lot of casting on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and other casting or other games other times, so make sure to follow this channel. A lot of fun stuff happens.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does.
Other than that, though, let's go ahead and I think we're going to raid over to Mockery because he is still on and he's amazing. So say hi to him. Tell him that Raka's cats are cute, and see you next time, everyone.
That was a great cast.
It went really, really well. Once it got going, I was a little unsure at the beginning.
I was while I was casting, I had some lag here and there, but I did not disconnect. So